person. What's up?
It is Friday, y'all. Come on, we're stepping up for the weekend. We made it through the week.
Made it.
What's up, everybody? And welcome to y'all on the private chats acting up already. I can't talk to y'all and read the private chats at the same time. What's up? What's up, everybody?
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome to another episode of Nothing Else to Do. I believe we are on episode 6.
Okay.
No.
We canceled
Eight.
it. We missed a day.
No, it's 8. Yeah, it's 8.
No,
It's 8.
we missed the day. So we on 7.
That is right.
Because we missed episode 7. I like 7. That's my favorite number. So that's cool. We are on episode 7. What's up, everybody? I am Shakara Monique, your hostess with the mostest singer, songwriter, actress, creative, host, all that good things. I be doing all the things. I be busy. But I'm loving it. I'm not gonna complain. I'm loving it. So we're gonna start with the introductions, leaving our special guest for last. We see folks coming in. What's up, Sid? Hey. Make sure you guys tag your people. Tell them to come on in. My voice is cracking. I don't know what that's about. But tell them to come on in and shut up. The show has started. So let's start with the introductions again, leaving our special guest for last. So let's go with my girl. Boop, She Flows.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am She Flows, also known as She Cuts For Real, also known as She Media Productions, also known as She Flows Fitness, also... No, I'm playing. That's it. No, for real. I'm glad to be I'm glad to be here. I missed y'all a couple weeks in a row, so good to be back.
Yes, Lord.
Welcome back, love.
Welcome
Pass
back.
it to pick whoever you want to pass it to.
No, let's go ladies first. Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Shay Harris, singer, songwriter, realtor, wife, creative, all of that. I'm here. I'm excited. Let's get it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. She didn't pass the mic, but I'll go ahead and take over.
Okay.
Yes. Victor, percussionist, also known as Shutter, for those of you who ride in the motorcycle community.
Okay, that's it.
Nope, not click. No. Those who ride in the motorcycle community. And I made it through another week full of mad overtime, but I'm here, so welcome.
Thank you.
I'm gonna pass the mic to PJ.
Hallelujah. Well,
He didn't take it.
Thank you. All right, hallelujah. I got it right
He
here.
took it slowly.
I know, right?
Difficulties.
There's no new, huh?
Proofread that, please. Can you
Oh,
proofread
got
that?
it.
Here he goes.
You know what, Vic?
Here we go.
Vic, you gonna stop harassing the people? Come on, PJ.
What's good, y'all? It's PJ, aka J Fields, aka Mr. Good Time, not a long time. Artist, vocalist, mogul. And because of the help of my big sister, I am now newly a actor in a film. So yeah, we just acquired that as well, so you can add actor to that as well. And yeah, I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. Yes,
You
Lord.
said that already, Jay.
I gotta make sure they know. Though. You know, that's why you say it twice.
You really want to know that? I'm sorry.
Yo.
I just said that last week.
Buff their head this morning. Good grief.
Hey.
Good night. Come on here.
All right. So, our special guest, please introduce yourselves to the people. Sorry, we acted it already.
I'm having fun with you guys. I'm having fun. It's a pleasure to be here, man. I'm Jeremy Bowers, the creative actor, model, all that stuff like you guys, and I'm just working hard like you. But it's I've been waiting to do this show October 14th, and here we are.
We are here. We are glad to have you. So let's go ahead and we're going to talk about how was our week and what we got going on this weekend as PJ's Wi-Fi gets his life together. Go ahead, Rashad.
I see you.
Go ahead, Rashad.
My week was kind of wild. Got back from Atlanta on Saturday just to work for a couple of days to head on out to Virginia to go to MEPS. If anybody does not know military and having to deal with, processing and the whole nine, all I had to deal with was the physical because I'm trying to commission, but it ain't cute. So
not at all. Not at all.
No man has gone before. Anyway, so I got that out the way. I passed, so I am fit to be in the military, and I just I'm just waiting to see what happens. Air Force, if anyone was asking, and
smart, very smart.
Let's go.
Very smart.
Very.
You made a smart choice there.
And it's easier at this age in life.
Yeah.
Yo, he got jokes, bro.
The requirements.
I mean,
the requirements.
It's taken me 5 years, so it's not that easy, apparently.
Hold on, was he joking or was he that you meant
We
that?
can't tell. We can't tell with it.
No, it's easier.
It's never a joke because it's always truth.
I thought he was serious.
It's always truth mixed with.
There's always truth with it, so it's like okay.
It's like, how do you take it?
Right.
Shay, love, how was your week and what you got going on for the weekend?
Y'all, it's been crazy my week. I actually had the opportunity to be on a few Zoom calls with Kelly Price, and it's been interesting to say the least. The journey, and I have so much to share, but I cannot talk about it right now. But I'm excited. When I can share, I will. It's been a lot of late nights, a lot of rehearsals, a lot of really, really late nights. So I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. But this is just a part of a learning experience and what it takes to really be in the industry. And I just can't wait to be able to do this eventually full time. I'll still be doing real estate, but I just, my first love is music. So I'm excited that God has given me opportunities to be able to potentially do it full time. We'll see. So
that's
excited. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Angela Perkins is coming for Vic today.
I
know that she is coming for Vic.
Straight scary.
I'm used to it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Vic, how was your weekend? What are you doing this weekend?
I'm still on that grind, getting that overtime. Bars, yes. No.
No,
it's just been a busy week, and so it's not over yet. So I work a good 7 days a week. So, but I can share that Kelly Price, I got to work for her for about 2 days years ago. She was nice back then.
Vic, you already know.
Yeah, it was nice though. It was nice. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad you had a good experience.
I'm a little envious, but she's a hugger, from what I remember.
You know what? Lord. I'm sure you did enjoy those hugs. Look, Here we go. Lots of joy.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, PJ.
PJ.
Let's talk about last weekend. Let's talk about last weekend. Go ahead.
Hey, look, man.
Let's go.
What happened?
We had a good time.
No, it wasn't all that, man. We went up to Karaoke Live.
He froze.
I thought they was trying to get his thought together.
Hey,
Where did this all part of the story?
Let's all make this up. They went to karaoke live and he cracked on the mic.
That was it.
He didn't sing. He actually didn't get a chance to sing. So,
that sounded fun.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, here he comes.
Just throw the whole week away. We're good. We're good.
Try again, TJ. Come on, baby. Come on. We went to karaoke live. Come on. We listening. We with you.
We went to karaoke live, man, with some of the closest people to me. And it was an amazing experience, per usual, being out there. And we will be back November 11th for anybody who wants to go. And with that said, Saturday was a movie like no other. Whenever you come to a celebration for PJ, just expect to have a good time. That's all I'm gonna say. As far as this weekend is concerned,
Part 2.
Hey, look.
Part 2.
Hey, look. All I'm gonna say is what happens at Jimmy's stays at Jimmy's. That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, Lord. But anyways.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here and smile. That's all I'm gonna do.
As far as this weekend is concerned, I'm linking back up with my main photographer from Newport News. She is on the way up here tonight. We're gonna have a photo shoot tomorrow, and I'm gonna kick it with her because it's been a while, and that's like my sis. So yeah, we we vibing.
That's nice photo shoot.
That's what's up. Nice.
That's cool.
30 years old.
Yeah. He baby still. My week was okay. It was just a regular work week. Not really nothing exciting. I rehearsed with Jelly, who has an event coming up at the end of the month. Helped PJ get this role. So I helped him film his monologue and everything, and hung out with him for his birthday this weekend. I think this weekend for me. Oh, I am a taxi this weekend. Like,
you chauffeuring.
It is. Yes, I'm chauffeuring this weekend. That my son has a birthday party he has to be at. My daughter has homecoming plus a homecoming game, and so I will be chauffeuring my kids around this weekend. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
So.
Some mommy activity.
Yes, I will be on mommy duty this weekend, and that's all right. That's all I've done. So, Jeremy, how was your week? And what you got going on?
My week crazy, boy. I tell you, I've been just really busy. My whole calendar is filled up with things that I probably overbooked myself with, creations of my own that I'm watering. So I'm learning how to be patient this week. I'm learning how to rest a little bit, try to anyway. I got ADHD or something, it's a gift and a curse. We just got done doing the People's Fashion Show. Of course, all you guys know that. I'm going to represent real quick because we just killed that, and everybody who was there was wonderful, and the vibes were just great. It couldn't happen in a better, natural, organic way. Now we got the People's Fashion Show 2 coming. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. And then this weekend, I'm about to start working. I sold jewelry for a long time in my life, diamonds, watches, stuff like that. I'm about to start working for Stour, which sells like rubies and priceless gems to all these other businesses like Jerry, the K's. So I go to training next week. So this weekend, I'm just going to be with the girls and relax. Till then, that's what it's about.
I want to see these rings. I want to see these rings, man. You said jewelry. You got these rings on your fingers. You keep flicking in the mic.
The ring
in the mic.
These are loud rings, though. You can buy these from me anytime, all different sizes. The Chief ring, this is from the Chiefin collection. Chiefin loud, get it, Chiefin. And when you smoke, you Chiefin too. Even though this is a family thing, I know. Okay, my bad. But look,
I'm on rubber. It's all good.
Y'all got Jeremy Bowers on show. I'm just trying to tell you.
The views of Jeremy Bowers are not the same.
My lips are still pink.
So look, I'm just gonna tilt it back to the rings. Any rings that you like, I got a couple of them, but that's what it's about.
So my lips are still pink. So can I wear rings and And
yes, you can. So we got rings for pink lips. We got them for everybody. All the
okay.
Yo.
All right.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Where's the circle
Rings
right
for
now?
pink
Right
lips.
now.
It's
Where's
him.
the circle
Yeah.
right now?
Oh my gosh.
My bad.
So my bestie just popped in. Hey, bestie.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
So since you just popped in, can you tell everybody how your week was and what you got going on this weekend?
Yes, please.
Hey, Sam. Hey, guys. I am Kyla Simone. I'm a singer, songwriter, guitarist, and all-around creative. I am always happy to be here with my people. It's always beautiful to see you guys at the end of the week. Welcome, Jeremy. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Yeah, and let's see, this weekend, what do I have popping? You know what? I've been on a campaign to have more fun and less work. I'm still grinding. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, it's important to have a social life. So I'm going to some kind of Zumba party thing tomorrow, and then I'm going to this food soul festival in Atlanta. So I'm excited to check that out. And then I'm going to a music event on Sunday for songwriters, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to be, just hanging out, having fun. And as far as my week goes, it was a good week. It was really good. And I just, it was just the grind. Got a lot accomplished, both, at my job, but also on the personal business front. So got Girls and Guitars back up and running, you guys, on social media. So follow us at Girls and Guitars Official. We are on the move, and some things about to pop off soon. So make sure that you stay tuned.
Awesome sauce. So we got all that out the way. So now it's all about our special guest, Mr. Jeremy Bowers.
I'm nervous.
So don't be nervous. I mean, actually,
no.
You might want to be nervous because you just started.
People, you should be nervous.
No,
turn it down. I'm turning it down.
You might want to be a little bit nervous. All right. But we will start with the easy question. The easy question is, who was Jeremy Bowers growing up as a child? Where did you grow up? Who was this kid before he became who he is right now?
Finally, somebody wants to know about that. That's cool. So my name comes from the Witness Protection Program. My mother had me when she was 15. My grandmother, God rest her, Gunga, she was on the run from some kind of issues with an ex-husband. You know what I'm saying? Since it's a family show, I won't get too deep into it, but family issues. They're from Ohio. And so when I was born, they gave me the name Bowers from the Witness Protection Program, and I used it, gave it to my kids, so on and so forth. We moved to Arizona, Arkansas. I moved back to Virginia when I was in maybe 6th grade from San Mateo, California. Then we moved to Tennessee, so on and so forth. Met my stepdad, military family, moved some more. But this has always been my home base, and I've been a part of music and live bands and been in all the cookouts and all the country stuff and all the city stuff and been around acting my whole life. And, even as a kid, I would just watch the red carpet, when it was on instead of cartoons, stuff like that. So that's where I come from with it. Yep. Single mom. There it is. And I made it here. Yeah.
Wow.
I made it far. Yeah.
So to be honest, I thought you were joking at first because the delivery, that's why I was smirking. But yeah. I just Googled San Mateo, California. So I think you're telling the truth, man. I'm shocked.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Hey, yo.
I never heard of San Mateo, but I mean, wow.
100%, man.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be
I was
like, wow.
No, I love it.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm with Vic. I was like, oh,
yeah,
here we go. But
I was waiting for it. Just kidding.
Stun everybody real quick with the story, but yeah, it's just that's where it came from. With it. San Mateo.
I'm just intrigued.
I am. Me too. Like I want to dig more in. I'm like, so what happened?
There's a lot. There's a lot there.
I feel it.
Yes, ma'am. So I mean, I guess since we're still talking about kids, when I got here in 6th grade, like I said, single mother, I started to, try to work the streets, but I'm smart. You know what I mean? Like I said, my mom also comes from the state program in a way. She always was taken from her mother. So I have another family, which is kind of like an orphanage, Teresita Hawkins. I have about 7 aunts and uncles. I learned how to speak Spanish. They're Indian, Mexican Indian people. She passed away. Like I said, I was in the streets for a little bit, and then I got raided when I was about 17. And I did 8 months. But when I came back out, my friend Mello, who owns Mondays downtown, represent Mello. I knew him since I was 9 years old. He started a record label called SSR, and he was like, "Hey, Jeremy, I'm saying, you my man's, like, let's get this going. You a partner." And from that point on, we decided this is what we do. Some people fell off from that. My vision has never ceased to be seen. And so I made it here. I'm still going. Now I'm talking to you lovely people.
I love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is like the most unique story we have had.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Man.
Yeah.
Shout out
That
to
is-
Mondays too. Shout out to
That's
Mondays
dope.
as well.
Really dope.
For sure.
Dope store downtown with a lot of good plants. So
Absolutely,
if you looking
man.
to be a plant
Absolutely.
person,
Oh,
check out
yeah.
Mondays.
Of course.
What kind of plants we talking about?
Yeah, I
Hey,
knew somebody was gonna have to do that. Like, okay,
Hey.
family plants.
I mean, I have a garden. So I grew up tomatoes.
Your
I grew up
friendly
tomatoes.
household
And,
plant.
yeah. Wow.
I cannot.
Facts.
Heck yeah.
Yo.
All
Can I
right.
ask a question?
Please, I was saying, anybody want
Absolutely.
to ask questions, you can.
So that sounds like very like an eventful life so far. How are you, I guess, changing the game for your kids? Like, how are you, I guess, how are you, like, what type of things are you instilling in them or doing with them to sort of help give them
A good start,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's like, all right, I have many motivations. I can be motivated just off the fact of where I came from at any moment. But at the same time, my girls are my big motivation. I have 3 girls, 14, 13, and 4. And I don't really like being in the public eye like that, but I know how to do it, man. Some people don't like it. They have their own idea of it. Some people think I'm self-centered, but really I just want to change from being in the witness protection program inside of a 15-year-old to walking out in my backyard and it's Floyd Mayweather's backyard. You know what I'm saying? I can do it. So for my girls, I do all this content and I make sure that when I think motivational, when I think comedy, when I think of doing interviews and things like this lasts forever. A lot of people are going these days. When I go, if I'm ever a Facebook post, you're going to have a lot to see and you're going to be gaining from me, I'm sure, for a long time, whether you think what you think today. So that's what started it. But I've already done that now. Got thousands of videos, music videos, all kinds of stuff. I've been in plays and commercials and I've done commercials. So now it's just like, yo, I can have fun and really take it to that next level, because what I used to think was a hobby, I realized at some point, anybody who wants to work for a living, but like they never worked a day in their life, or how's that saying go? You have to do what your hobby is. That's the point. Your hobby is what you love to do and somebody gets paid for it. So all my hobbies is what you see me do. Jump over shit. I mean stuff. Sorry guys. Family.
Shiitake.
Sorry,
All
guys.
right. The audience
No,
can be used to
listen,
the
listen. No, Shiitake, he grows family, family. Finish guard.
But yeah, that's it, man. I just, there's a lot of people out here who may not. People are dumber than us, less talented than us, less experienced than us, and they're living the life that's happy, peaceful, with everything that they need at their disposal. And it's because they believe. It's faith at the bottom line of it. And when I started this, it was right around COVID that I really got super serious. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was a kid. But it's just me now. I'm like, what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, well, I asked God, really. I was like, God, well, why do I look good, I guess, to people, whatever the heck the case may be? Why is it I'm athletic? Why is it I can rap? How can I use this for you? Right? And something just kept telling me, like, make them look at you then. Then they'll listen to you. Then you can change something. But she knows.
She's
so
cute.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's me.
Jeremy, I have a question. So what keeps you grounded? I always ask people this question. What keeps you grounded?
What does keep you grounded? What's the ground? You know what I mean?
What keeps you grounded in a sense of, like, you know how we achieve certain things and it's like you have to break through that ceiling, right? Like what is that thing that just keeps you satisfied and knowing, you know, because sometimes when you achieve certain things, you're constantly chasing after more and more and more and more. And there's no type of satisfaction in it, right? It's like, I'm never satisfied. Like what keeps you grounded? Like what keeps you at that place where you're like, okay, I'm okay with being in this space right now. And I know that what's next is on the way, but I'm okay. I'm content. Like what keeps you in that space?
Well, now that you said it like that, you know, it's not a morbid type of thing at all, but I think a lot about life and death. And I think about legacy. And I think about time being the most important currency this universe has to offer. I mean, from the very beginning, time is what did it. That's what we work for every day. That's what they give us money for, to build something. And so to me, it's just like, I know I don't have that much time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King ain't here no more. Lincoln ain't here. Everybody who ever existed. So my existence here has a purpose of some sort. And to me, living it at its full potential, if I can figure out what that is, just trying keeps me grounded, keeps me guessing, keeps me challenged. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Thank you. I'm beast at like interviews.
I'm figuring that out.
I'm getting any job, I promise you, yo. All right.
What keeps you creative? What keeps you innovative and creative?
That's a great question. Man, everything. Man, I grew up like as a kid, like watching Jim Carrey and Michael Jackson and just reenacting elephants and crocodiles and just doing crazy stuff. So I see something in everything in everyday life, because when I post something, even like on my stories or like if I do a video, it's not always exactly how I may feel, but I know people can relate to it. And since everything's relatable, there's always a way to create around it. I look around at everything that's here, right? It came from the invisible world of the imagination. It came before it became visible. At one point, a car was a three-eyed purple monster under your bed. Now it's not, it's a car, right? So with that, the sky's the limit. Whatever I can think of is reality.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Q-tips, computers, anything else. Let's get it.
Come on here.
Yeah.
I always wondered, you know, because I imagine it being hard for a person who is creating content to keep on coming up with their content. So I love that question. Like when you said what keeps you creative, because I mean, even for me as a singer songwriter, you know, like sometimes I have these dry spells where it's like, I don't know, I have writer's block, you know, being a creative.
Right.
And it's like I have to kind of pull from something. And sometimes you don't always want to pull from pain. Or pull from something that makes you happy. Like you want to, like, you don't know really what you're pulling from. And so it takes those moments where you have to just take that time, right? And take space away from everything else, and something eventually starts coming. So coming to you. So it's like, you know, it's tough as a creative sometimes. And like you said, what keeps you motivated to do that? I love just the world. It's so many things that we can pull, like something as simple as a phone, like being able to take that and write about it.
That's crazy, right?
And find inspiration in it, you know, whatever it might be. So yeah, I love it.
I'm with that.
So,
I think sometimes like creating stuff without the intensity of it having to become something. Like writing a song because, okay, I'm walking down the street and I see some really bizarre stuff going on that's kind of funny. Well, let me challenge myself to like write something about this. It doesn't necessarily have to be deep, or like just for fun and just to get your brain kind of like out of the, you know, out of the ordinary pattern of things, you know.
That makes me want to hit on a point actually. Wow, is it Kayla? Kyla.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, all right, Kyla. So to me, you know what it is? It's really bravery mixed with awareness. So I think about all energy forms. They're like potions. You mix them, you master them, they become different kinds of things, right? including words. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you do spells anyway. But when it comes to creativity, like you were saying, every single day, all of us think of many creative things. We just don't have the confidence, the value, or the awareness to pull out our phone and say, this is something. I say it's something every time. So even if I let a few things go that's not in my mind for the day, if I do at least 3, to everyone else, it looks like, oh my God, 3 more, 6, 12, 9, all, you know what I mean? So on. But really, that's how you be consistent and how you do it. You just give yourself value when you create. But I like what you said though, because it shouldn't always have to become something. It should just be organic.
It should just be. It should just be. Yeah, I love that. It's just an energy. It's an energy. It really
I agree.
is.
So Jeremy, you said that you are an actor, you're an artist. I also see you create content on like TikTok and all of that. So out of all of those things you do, how do you balance all of that? And out of all of those, like, is any of those like your main, like who you mainly are or that you love doing the most?
That's a good question. Well, to me, it's actually, what do I love doing the most is what you said though, right? Love doing the most. I love the ones that are being successful. See, I don't know. I'm looking at it as a business, and it's messed up, man, because a lot of people don't think of it that way, but I really do. So it's like if TikTok is doing better than YouTube, then TikTok's the one I love to do right now. You know what I mean? If IG is the one, then that's the one. But I'm always playing with them all. And the way I figured out algorithms is actually with energy, because sometimes you just have this vibe. Like everybody's probably vibing right now, like on a Friday night. You hear a song on the radio or something, you're like, I bet everybody jamming right now, right? That's an algorithm. And if you post at that time while the vibes are up, it's a good chance the vibes are going to be into your post too, and everybody's going to feel it because you were right. And so that's pretty much what I do. I fill it out.
So you mostly focus on your social media stuff, is what you're saying.
You said, do I mostly focus on it?
Because you're also actor. You say you're also an actor and you're an artist. So
yes. Well, I use social media just as like an engine to create awareness around my cause, I guess, to bring the right people towards me. You know what I mean? Which I have done. You know, I got you guys here and different people, and my God-given talent is actually networking. Like, I don't know, I can talk to people and stuff. You know what I mean? And I always reach out. So, yeah, I just use it for that reason. But really, now is the time where I'm really focusing. Once this interview is actually over, it's on my calendar. I'm just going to work on really getting into bigger movies or better positions, you know, from what I've built. That's it. Yeah. I've already done enough of that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Audience members, if you guys have any questions for Jeremy, go ahead and put it in the chat and we can have him answer some of your questions. While I'm looking through my questions list, do you guys have any more questions that you got? Yes, PJ.
No, ladies first. Go ahead.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
I didn't even notice all of this. Wow.
Oh yeah. Do you create visually as well? I mean, like, sorry, that was dumb. That did not come out right.
It's okay.
Are you an actual artist, like a painter, draw?
Yeah, I do music, and I mean,
like visual arts.
Like visually? Oh, nah, just digital. Like
digital.
Yeah, just like videos, editing, stuff like that. Yeah.
Because I was thinking maybe when you mentioned jewelry, I immediately thought maybe you did that as well.
Customs. I do
you actually build jewelry as well.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. Like, you know,
yeah, that's dope.
You guys ever heard of the go-go band MLB?
Yes. Major League. Yep.
Major League Band. Okay, Mr. Armani, like he'll even tell you. And I used to play basketball with them too and stuff like that. But you know, I made his first custom chain, and that was like 10 years ago when he started MLB. So like I've been doing it for a while. Yeah.
That's dope.
Super dope.
Thank you guys. I actually never thought of it as art till you just said that.
It is.
I'm making products. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So there's another avenue for you to go ahead on and build up. There you go.
I will try. Yes.
So, who are your favorite artists and mentors right now?
My favorite mentors, man. My mom is major right now, just because. But I like The Rock.
That's my husband.
Hey.
Yeah, I've always been a big Rock fan too. You know, it's crazy. This is a whole different story, but part of it though of your question, when I was a kid, you know, being a mixed kid, I moved from the West Coast over here. East Coast is a lot different. They were really kind of racist, and a lot of black people would say I'm an Oreo. I had blonde hair when I was in 6th grade, you know, and I came over skateboarding, and I started having this identity crisis as a mixed person. Like, am I black? Should I be more black or more white or something? This is gonna get to the answer of it, right? Until I realized the mixed race is actually the bridge between everything. If the mixed race would just admit, hey, look, I'm not actually black or white. I'm an evolved form. I'm mixed. That's why no one should be racist, because you're speaking to me. Anyway, but to answer that question, Leonardo DiCaprio. I used to look at a magazine all the time my sister had and think to myself, which is kind of sad in elementary school, like, I want to be just like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, that's the perfect person because he's white and he has this hair and he's like cool and all that. As I got older and I started to identify with myself, though, he's always been my favorite actor since 5th grade because of that reason. But him too. I mean, he does environmental work, stuff like that. PJ, you know what I'm saying?
This PJ?
Word.
This PJ. Yeah. Because you know what it is? When I see somebody do something brave, when I see somebody step on a stage or open their mouth where others will not, I'm inspired. I'm like, yo, that person did that shit. And I mean stuff. And I will too. You know, I get hyped, yo. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it low. Sorry.
You're doing well. It's all right.
But stuff like that, man. So yeah.
Awesome. PJ, you had a question. I totally forgot that you had one, love. Go ahead.
No, you good, man. And I mean, for me, because you spoke about legacy, you spoke about networking, things of that nature. Because I do pride myself for being a professional networker as well. But I think part of the networking increases when you start looking at who you can. Lord have mercy.
You're not frozen, love. You're still here.
You still here?
Now he's frozen.
No, he is frozen.
He's frozen now.
It's a good
freeze. It's a model shot. That's
right.
A model.
Hey, look, I'm about to screen that.
That's his display
He's giving the smize. Yeah.
I'm gonna send him that.
He had a good question.
To God be the glory.
There you are.
Go ahead. Continue with your question. We're waiting for you.
Okay, I appreciate y'all and my technical issues. But anyways, so what I was saying was that with and I'm gonna try to shrink it now. From networking to legacy to everything of that nature. And I know we were speaking with the guest last week, and I was telling her about, you know, walking in purpose. And I felt like my purpose was to be able to elevate others. And so with that being said, do you ever find yourself wanting to pour into other people now that you found a way to be successful at what you do? Because I feel like at some points I hit my cap, but I feel like I've only hit that cap because I haven't had others with me. They'd be able to break the cap. And that means I need to teach. I need to educate. I need to bring up and instill knowledge in the others that are coming along that same path. So do you feel like that you kind of evolve in that same realm?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's a major thing. You know, it's wild. I've been having conversations like this with a lot of my close friends lately because I've been feeling like, you know, I know people talk about people and people think what they think and stuff like that. And I had to check on my real ones like, yo, what do you think? You know what I mean? And in a day-to-day basis, when you talk to me in real life, you're going to have a growing conversation with me. We're going to talk like that. I'm going to be there. Like I'm a genuine person. I know that because of where I come from, and I've been rich and I've been poor. So I can look at you in the eyes. You know, it's real what I'm about to say. Right. So I am like that. But the reason people didn't see me before as much is because I always poured into other people. I'm one of these type of people who can be useful. So people used me and used it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's cool because I benefited too. But I never used myself,
Yeah.
right, for myself. And so I'm at this point now where I'm not self-centered, but I'm selfish enough to say, well, look, I'm gonna use myself now. You know what I'm saying? And no one can stop that because I got
Period.
to. Real shit. But that, I mean, stuff.
I think
Hey,
you
that's
also have to
15.
be.
I was hoping
$15.
she might hear that.
Look, I'm gonna start keeping a little
That's
notebook.
$15.
Look,
Right.
We got a penny for every time.
Put out a bet.
I'm sorry, it's Shay. I'm sorry, I'm listening too.
That's
My bad.
okay. No. You're okay. I think you have to be selfish in a sense, right? Because it's important to pour into yourself so that you can pour into other people. If you're not pouring into yourself and loving yourself and just giving yourself a chance, you can't help the next person. I've had to learn that the hard way, right? Because I put me and my husband, we're the type of people who we're very loving and very giving, and God has blessed in big ways. So we want to always help everybody else around us, but we had to take a step back and say, okay, we have to make sure we're taking care of us, our needs, like our internal needs, right? The things that we need to take care of in order to help the next person. So having that balance, wanting to help people, but knowing limits and being able to say no, I think is so important. So much value in the word no. So
I'm trying to learn it. I'm still trying to learn.
It's so hard, Jeremy. It's so hard.
That's called boundaries. That's called creating boundaries, healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. Kylie, yes.
If I could add to that wisdom, I'll say that. Let's add to that wisdom. So I think on top of learning how to say no is learning how to be specific. So let's narrow down exactly what you're doing to help the person instead of saying, I'm here for whatever you need. No, let's be specific. If you need help with, we'll just say, because we have a bunch of singers in the room, if I need help with a show. Okay, do you need help with background singers? Do you need help with production? Do you need help with writing? Let's be specific. So now you're not stretching yourself.
Yeah.
Well, instead of saying, I love that. But I think that comes, I'm just saying, I think that's called being intentional. Being intentional. That's just super important. And that's something that you have to live your life with intention. What are your next moves? And doing things that make sense, right? Doing things that make sense for your spirit and for your energy and protecting that. So I think living life with intention is a very important thing.
I think also when you say, I'm sorry.
No,
you good.
When you say no, sometimes it doesn't have to be a cold turkey, like, nah, bruh. But it can be okay, well, I can't help with this today, but here's what I could do. I can make this phone call for you, or I can, something. Here's what I can do. I'm not able to help with this bigger thing, but maybe I can do this small thing, like, that's within my bandwidth right now.
I like that.
Right.
This conversation
sometimes
so
no is a complete sentence, though.
Yeah.
Look,
sometimes no is just no.
Some people do.
That's not no. It's just a hell no. I'm sorry.
No is just
$5.
But you know what? To add to that wisdom as well, I'm like, at that point though, in my lifetime, there have been points where it felt like I wasn't being poured into. So at that point, I couldn't be effective enough for somebody else. But I do feel like in this season of my life, and I always say it to Shakara, definitely, but to my other people, that when you walk in purpose, things happen on purpose. So a lot of the things that I'm attached to, I don't have to say no to, because God will bring that person to me on assignment. So I don't have to even stretch myself thin, because he knows what I want. He knows what I need, and he knows how I can pour into somebody else. And that means somebody's going to then pour into me, because again, I'm working an assignment. So I don't have to do all of those other stuff and worry about all that other stuff, because I'm on assignment. I'm being intentional.
You're aligning with your purpose. Oh,
there you go.
But also, like, while like, so okay, to bring it kind of full circle, right? I think that our goal should always be to to be authentically loving and kind and giving, right?
Yes.
But when we're giving to someone, when we're pouring into someone, it is not, I guess, it shouldn't necessarily be a, I'm doing this and then I'm going to get. That's going to happen. Like that's a natural, but that's where the anxiety, the stress, the overwhelm, a lot of that comes because of the expectations that we place.
But now we're back to
people.
authentic.
Exactly. So if you're going to give because it's who you are. And then naturally, the way that, God is set up, the way the universe is set up, it does come back to you because you're doing good. You're putting good out. Good will come back to you, but that shouldn't be your ammo. Your ammo is simply to be who you authentically have been called to be.
Yes.
And then, while also setting those boundaries, it doesn't mean to be a doormat.
Right.
But it also means to put in perspective that when you do give, don't be upset when you don't receive in return because you have to
that
be
wasn't the point.
Authentically. Exactly. Like what you
and
that should be enough, full stop.
100%. 100%. Like jealousy, envy, hate, all of those things are part of the law of attraction too, and they start from in here before you can give it to anyone. So who do you hurt and affect first? You, every time.
Absolutely.
That's where it's from. So and when it comes to like the greats, I study the greats. I'll try any formula. I don't care. I'll knock on the door or I'll make the call. There's no one thing. Oh, email's the only thing that works. Okay, well, give me 3 other things. I'm gonna do those too. Then you know what I mean. So I see that the greats have all. I look at the algorithms of the greats, and I look at the algorithms of formulas too, and what they use. And guess what? All of them do get confident. Guess what? All of them do get selfish at a time before you can pour. And all of them started off pouring out. All of them started off hard. You know what I'm saying? People had to pour into them. But what'd you do with it? And I look at it like back in when I was growing up, people who poured into me, I don't have the right to mess it up now. All the people who gave me a ride or gave me $20 or a sandwich or a couch to sleep on or whatever the case may be.
I think that's $10. That's the F word. I think that's 10.
That's
50. The F word. Got it.
Plus 15. Plus 15.
Look, if this is a family show, I'm the naughty cousin. Sorry.
I'm the naughty cousin.
I just came through. It's Thanksgiving. Here I am. But
I'm not laughing.
No, he's it though, and like this is a serious. I mean, it's a real thing though because these people are not brave enough to confront not only themselves but issues in front of each other or be honest about the specifics of what they need or don't need. We leave too many gaps, too many holes, and we're already using a language that is technology. It was created by man. The original language is what babies use all around the world, vibration. A Russian mother understands a Japanese baby like a Russian baby because they sound the same. That's true language. When we speak, we use words. We use words to spell each other into things we don't even know, like the word attractive. I can say to a woman, I find you attractive. She thinks in her mind, the new definition that we created around it is he wants to get with me. But look at the definition of attractive. That's not what it means.
That's not what
and we use words like that all day in every sentence. And we expect to get each other. That's what I'm here for.
You better go ahead and teach something, boy. Come on.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, baby. Let's go.
Come on,
yes, sir.
I'm here for it.
And if I got to take off my shirt to get somebody to hear this, I'll do that.
That's not on this show. We're not
no, I'm sorry.
Keep your shirt on this show. Not on this show.
Because he calls me Mr. Take Your Shirt
Everybody in the audience, all the ladies in the audience are like
I'm going to tell you one thing. Your audience is going to be like, this was a wild one. All right. So, yeah.
You know what? I cannot.
Not here. So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's go back to you being the creative. So tell us one of like your greatest moments as a performer, as a creative, and maybe one of your like least greatest moments, or maybe an embarrassing moment or something like
The
that?
least favorite thing about being a creative is having a relationship. It's tough, man. I mean, especially if people aren't up to what's going on, or you have any other questions, and to you can't believe in it too. Relationships are tough. But that's the only thing, because I mean there's a lot of great moments. But my greatest, I met Jason Lee. All right, I met Facet, I met a whole lot of people, but this is what started it off, was Jason Lee, and I got cool with Jelly, which is his manager and his friend, so on and so forth. But one day I said, yo, I'm going to New York. I'm passing out all these loud stickers. I'm going to every store. I'm going to every club. I was by myself. I do this often. I'll go somewhere. I took the train, went, got my room, got all my stuff together. I'm going to all these places, hotels and stuff like that. Girl comes off of the elevator of one of them. She's like, yo, you should come up to this party. All the way upstairs. We go all the way upstairs. It's a Jason Lee party, yo. Like, he's in there chilling. We're chilling. And then, you know, of course, shared social media. And I mean, it just kept going from there. But it wasn't just him. It was just the fact that it was me who made myself there. Like, I was in Virginia one day and I was like, I'm going to go on the train and go do this. And that's how it ended. That let me know. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. That was a good one.
Awesome. So where do you see yourself, like, in the next, I don't know, 5-10 years?
All right, let me just relax here so I can watch what I say.
He got amped. His whole brain.
He's like, oh, let me calm down. Let me.
No, 5 to 10 years. I mean, really, it's wild because I look at every year that I was thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to accomplish this in this year. But you accomplish it way beforehand if you're doing it, usually, right? So I'll say I estimate in 5 years I have a house that I want instead of an apartment. I will be self-sufficient enough in my own business to not need to work for anyone if I don't want to. And doing what I love on a more regular basis and pulling people in who I know have the vibe, the talent. You know what I mean? If I can ever get you a spokesperson job, or you, whatever it is that you love, that's what I want to do. So 5 years, I feel like I could.
That's dope.
That's what's up.
Amen.
Thank you, guys.
Any more questions before we go to Mr. PJ in his segment?
Oh, there's another. PJ got a segment?
PJ has his own little segment.
Sweet.
When his Wi-Fi is behaving.
Okay.
Because right now it looks like it's frozen. It looks like he's frozen again. So I don't know. We couldn't do his segment last week because his Wi-Fi was acting up.
We're gonna need to get this together.
I'm excited about this segment now, and he's just staring at this like me like that.
You better catch him now. You better catch him now.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask a question, but
go ahead, Shay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Shay, because PJ is still being frozen, I think. I don't know what's going on.
I'm good.
Oh, he's moving. All right, go ahead, Shay. After Shay asks her question, we're going to go to your segment, love.
Okay.
What are some of your favorite music artists out right now? Like, just in general, like, what are some of your favorite, like, R&B, soul, rap, whatever?
All that stuff. Not what I listen to, but my favorite that are out. I like Jack Harlow. I love Drake. I mean, come on. Who else do I like? I like Da Baby. I know I like Lil Baby, not Da Baby.
Yes.
Yeah, not Da Baby. He just looked like he'll annoy me, you know, if I was around him or something. So I still listen to a lot of rock and stuff. I listen to Korn and Limp Bizkit, Slipknot, stuff like that. I get all wild in the gym or whatever.
But yeah, come on, yellow card. Let me stop.
Yeah, I mean, but I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Actually, I listen to a lot of motivational audiobooks. My mom's always driven around listening to that stuff, so it helps me think. Yeah,
that's dope. Okay, I like the vibes.
That's cool.
I'm nothing like it. Y'all probably thought. Y'all probably thought it was gonna be.
No, I watched enough of your videos, so I pretty much figured what I was getting.
My first interaction, so I gotta look at the videos now. But this is.
PJ, you think your Wi-Fi gonna let you do your segment?
Yeah, it seems like every time I start talking, except for today, something happened. But every time I start talking, the joke stays where it needs to be for a second. So we gonna get this knocked out quick, real quick.
Let's do it, bro.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so yeah, New Music Fridays, aka something that you may have missed with your boy, Mr. Good Time. No, long time, Mr. PJ boy. Yes, Lord. But you already know what it is, JB. Come on now.
Yes,
but
sir.
either way, so we're gonna start it off with new music, Miss Alex Vaughn. I'm falling more and more in love with this lady's voice. She is amazing. She has So Be It right now, Miss Alex Vaughn. She actually, technically it's not a sample, but she did use the melody from Biggie's One More Chance inside of the record, and she absolutely smashed it. So definitely go take a look at that at your favorite streaming platform. And then for my Something That You May Have Missed, a 2018 track that I just happened to run into. It's called You Not Me remixed by Bay God and XL Middleton. So this gives me Africa Bambaataa meets Curtis Blow with the synth keys and the synth.
He was almost there.
He was like almost at the end. Like I thought we was gonna make it. I was like, we gonna make it.
He's gonna hold on to God's unchanging hand.
Everybody copy this pose. Let's take a picture.
Finish. It's okay, love. Finish what you were saying. Finish it.
Lord,
finish what you were saying.
Basically, what I would say, I actually included Vic in my explanation. Yeah, and I was gonna say Vic would appreciate this, the key bass that's in that track as well, in the record. I let Shakara listen to it last night, and she was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, we was vibing, but yeah, go check those out on your favorite streaming platforms. And if you want to get a rerun of what I just said, go check it out on the NETD Instagram. So yeah, we good.
That's right. We do post New Music Fridays on every week on IG and on our Facebook, so then you guys can see it. We put a little video so you can see all that, who the artist is and all that good stuff. All right. Do we have any more questions, y'all? Before, because we got like 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Peter, yes. You sure you're gonna be able to ask the question? Make it quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it simple and make it plain. Can we just raise a hand in prayer for Shay for this Washington Commanders thing that she got going on over here?
Oh,
leave my tits alone.
Can we
don't do it. You know what? It's love. It's love. It's love for my husband because I've been a Cowboys fan.
She said she supported her boo.
That's support, That's support.
Well, how about both of y'all can come over to the Philadelphia Eagles side because we 5-0 right now.
Let's go.
So you know we
go.
Fly Eagles fly. Come on,
Let's go.
I'm just here for a good time, not a long time, baby. Come on here.
Okay, I'm about to block you. So let me see.
Black.
Wow.
Get blocked.
I've never been blocked.
Come on, yeah.
Baby.
He might
She called it, baby.
Ooh, you gonna get it.
Jeremy, real quick, tell everybody where they can follow you on all your social media platforms and how they can, get in touch with you and interact with you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. My name's Jeremy Bowers, the creative. I didn't want to start this interview out with saying everything, but you guys can go to loudshops.com. You guys can go to TikTok, Jeremy Bowers _ the creative. YouTube, Jeremy Bowers the creative. IG, Jeremy Bowers the creative. Is the same name all the way around. Of course, look at our merchandise, shirts, hats, grinders, everything. And of course, love my videos. Like, share, follow for more. And hopefully it does something good for your day and I can help in any kind of way. I thank you guys for your support.
So what's the next event you got coming up?
The next event I got coming up?
Mm-hmm.
Some sleep.
Hey,
I've been crazy.
I hear that.
That's my
sleep.
Yeah.
I need
but make sure you guys do all tune in. Of course, January 14th we'll have the People's Fashion Show Part 2, which I'm also dropping a mixtape. It's called The Bad Guy Volume 1. It's gonna have me, Foreign on there. It's gonna have Big John. It's gonna have a whole bunch of different artists from around here who you guys know. It'll drop on Valentine's Day as well. And December, of course, Language Arts, which is my album, will drop. It'll have about 7 tracks on it for you in a video. And I'm gonna keep going. Let's get it. That's it.
Come on, see? So you got things coming up besides sleep. Come on now.
Sleep first. That's number one.
You have any radio-friendly tracks?
Yeah, yes, sir. Absolutely. I got some great radio tracks too. I'd like to send them to you, Vic.
Oh, bet. I'm down.
I'll do that.
Well, is this the fashion show with PJ's people too? I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was asked to perform at that fashion show, so I think I'm singing.
Hey.
All right.
So I was just somebody reached out to me about it. I was like, is it January 14th? January 14th? That sounds familiar.
Yes, I'm singing too, Shay. So you got to now.
I think I'm performing there too, so I'll be performing with you guys.
Come on now, Jeremy. I'm excited.
We about to have a good time.
I need an invitation for me and my guitar.
Mama just came in. We get ready to go off now, but hey, Mona, what's up, girl?
Hey, look, I'm letting y'all know now. This joint about to be crazy. Like,
I've been doing push-ups ever since.
Man, look, there's stuff nobody knows about. It's only because I'm helping coordinating this jump, but it's about to be crazy. So January 14th, y'all be prepared for real.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome. Yay! That's gonna be dope. I'm extra excited now to Shay on. So
thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely, Jeremy. Thank you we had a fun time interviewing you. Thank you for coming on. Let me go ahead and do my little spiel before we go off. Make sure you guys tune in on Fridays at 7 p.m. when we will be here on Facebook and YouTube Live. Make sure you follow the crew on all their social media pages and platforms because we do stuff outside of the show. We are creatives. We are awesome people. And we got some exciting things coming up. Follow and like our Nothing Else to Do Facebook and IG page. Like I said, we post that stuff that we're doing during the week. I post stuff that the crew is doing during the week. I post the new music. I share other people's content. There's other podcasts that I'm friends with, so I share their stuff as well. So make sure you guys follow us on those platforms. Also, subscribe to our new YouTube channel. I'm trying to build that page up. You guys can go and you can watch the replays of season 3. All of season 1 and season 2 is on my personal YouTube channel, which is Shakara Monique TV. But everything from season 3 is on our own Nothing Else to Do YouTube channel. So make sure you are subscribing to that. Turn on your live notifications because y'all be busy. Y'all be doing stuff. And then you be like, y'all need that live notification. Be like, hey, the show about to start. Y'all got 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15. Let's go. So make sure y'all turn on those live notifications so y'all can get in on the show. Thank you again, Jeremy, for coming on. Thank you guys, audience. Hey, Jessie. She said, have a good weekend. You too, Jessie. Love you. She is awesome. We'll see you guys here next week. Next week, we were supposed to have a special guest, but we had to reschedule that guy. Right. But it's all right. We still gonna be here. We gonna have a what, PJ?
Good time, because we're not here for a long time.
I know you was gonna say. So thank you guys for tuning in. I know that we are going to see you guys next week because
y'all ain't got
nothing else to do.
And that's on period.